Oh, come on. You got to give it up for him. That was really good. The Youth for Diversity group. Thank you guys very much. Next on our agenda this evening, a fellow that I know and a fellow that I really like very much. He's been a gay rights advocate and a human rights activist for many, many years. I would like to call to the stage Liam Grimm for a few words.
Yeah, my name is Liam Grimm, and I'm a straight guy who could never figure out why straight guys got so freaked out with non-straight people. And I used to be a college teacher, and on the colleges where I was always trying to be an advocate for the gay population, and with a spirit of solidarity with them. And so a couple of years ago, with that same spirit, I took it upon myself to go down to the AIDS office here and talk to Leanne and ask her about the possibility of starting a gay support group here locally in Campbell River, which we did, and it went on for about a year with only about 2 or 3 people there, and then it started growing, and we grew in number, we grew in energy, and last year we had our first walk away from homophobia, and of course this year we've got this one, and it's really wonderful to see everybody here, see the turnout, and see the great weather that you brought too. But my concern is not as much with the homo part as it is the phobia part. I happen to believe that the one thing that keeps us from any of us from recognizing our what would you say, the peace and the joy and the compassion of our original face, as the Buddhists call it. The one thing that keeps us from recognizing that is fear. There's really only 2 feelings. In the Christian holy book, there's a story about the angels that came to a bunch of shepherds in the field, and the angels came to announce the birth of the bodhisattva named Jesus, and they said, "Fear not, for behold, we bring you glad tidings of great joy." Suggests that there's really only 2 things going on. There's either fear or there's only joy. Gerald Jampolsky wrote a book called Love is Letting Go of Fear. And that suggests that if you try to love, you're not going to love by trying to love. That if you let go of fear, love is the only thing you have left. It's your original makeup. And so I'm interested in all of us learning to walk away from fear of all kinds. You see examples of this, I see examples of this in gay people who are brave enough to walk away, or let's say walk out in spite of their fear, to come out. Those people, many of them will tell you that it was the scariest thing they ever did, but most of them, if not all of them, will tell you that they definitely experienced it as a step toward integrity, personal integrity, the joy of being a person with integrity, because they walked away from their own fear that was keeping them closeted. So my main issue is all of us learning to walk away from the fear that keeps us from being our true selves, true with a capital T. And I would wish that for all of us. We all have places in our lives when we're afraid, things that we're afraid of. And those are the things that can have the promise for being our best teachers, precisely because they're the ones we're most afraid of. And I would hope that that's something that we can all come to understand. And then when we see somebody and respond with fear, we can take a moment to feel what that's like and go for the joy, go for the compassion, and work without fear. Let it teach us. And so that's all I have to say. Thank you.